What is up? Another day and another dollar. Another dollar spent. About to go over to Iron Bear Trailer and pick up my axle and all the parts I need to get it fixed. As you saw in my last video, I was in Kansas City for a dance comp. I'm now back home and I gotta get that trailer fixed so I can get my butt back out on the road to head to Phoenix tomorrow. This video is just pretty much going to be about getting my trailer fixed and getting it back on the road. I'm going to go get that handled and run over and visit my buddy at 303 Auto Care. He's going to let me work on my trailer in his parking lot. Good buddy of mine, Danny, grew up down the street from me, has an auto shop over here in Denver, and he's been rocking it, man. Little 3-bay shop. He has 2 regular lifts, 1 alignment rack, 1 full-time tech there besides himself, and they move a lot of cars in and out of there. They take care of people, and they're a great little part of the community over there where they're at. If you happen to be watching this video and you're in Denver and you need your vehicle worked on, definitely go check them out for sure. With that said, I'm about to head out, get over to Iron Bear, get this day going, and burn more money while I'm not making any. So, fun day, right? It's a nice day out here in Denver compared to where it was last week when I was here. It's a bit warmer. I'm only here for a day, and luckily I'm going to Phoenix tomorrow. So, I mean, I won't get there until Friday morning, but Phoenix, it'll probably be feeling a little bit more like spring there, or at least a Colorado spring. So I'm looking forward to that. This trailer of mine, I've had it since 2013. My dad actually picked it up for me when I was in Afghanistan from a place out here. Things like R&M trailers or something like that. They used to be off of Colfax by Kipling. I got the trailer so I can haul my dirt bike around and have my gear in there and be ready just to grab the trailer and go to the track. Originally took it out from here in Colorado, drove back to Georgia with it while I was stationed out there. Used it for going to motocross tracks, riding, camping. Used it to help a couple people move. Now I'm using it to haul some dance gear around. A simple little 6x12 and trailer. It's only rated for like 3,500 pounds gross weight. And when I was out in Kansas, or going to Kansas, with all the weight from the Molly flooring and the awards, the trailer was sitting pretty low. Didn't help that the leaf springs on the trailer are tired. So I'm going to replace those too today. And the upgrade I'm making is I'm going from a 3,500 pound axle to a 6,000 pound axle. This axle, rather than just having either hub set up, will have brakes on it, so that'll be a big plus. And then I'm getting rid of the worn out leaf springs that are currently on it, and I plan on putting, I think the current leaf springs are like rated at 2,200 pounds, and I'm going to go up to like 3,500 pounds. So the trailer will be a little stouter than it needs to be, which is fine, because I tend to sometimes put enough weight in it that it is at max capacity. A little bit better built suspension for that trailer can't hurt. And on top of that, I'm switching from an axle that has drop spindles on it to a straight axle. So the axle will, or the trailer itself will sit at least 3-4 inches higher than it does now, which will be a big plus. It'll give me more clearance when I take the trailer camping and stuff like that, and I'm going down any dirt roads that I need the clearance. It'll also give me the clearance in the city, like going through dips and stuff, because that back end of that trailer has dragged the ground a few times. So all in all, it's a big plus to go ahead and replace this axle. I just didn't want to be forced to do it. I'd rather be replacing the axle because I have the money to do it, and the timing's right. But right now the timing's not right, but I have to do it, so might as well do it right? So I'm driving along I-25 here, and there's a car butting along, and if I'm not mistaken, this might be, it's a Nissan, I think. Check out his license plate. Hey, yo! This dude's driving a right-hand drive car through here, and I didn't realize it until he was next to me, and I had a moment to kind of take it in. You don't see too many of those cars floating around anymore. I don't know if that's a purpose-built car like that, or if that's one that he brought over from overseas, but the only place I've ever driven a right-hand vehicle was a van in Afghanistan over at Kandahar Airfield. Definitely weird when you're driving a manual vehicle and you're having to shift with your left hand. That took some getting used to, for sure. Just got over here to Iron Bear Trailer in Denver. Gonna run in there and give him my arm and a leg. Come back out with an axle. Got everything all loaded up over here at Iron Bear. The axle, technically it's a 7K axle, but it just has 6K hubs on it. And I was able to get a little bit better deal on my wheels and tires. They had some Goodyears from, I guess, previous stock, you know, stuff that they're trying to get rid of to make room for the new stuff, and they're good tires, they're Goodyears, so they'll work. I'll have a spare. My trailer axle will be rated, well, my trailer will be now rated for 6,000 pounds ish instead of 3,500, so it'll be a lot happier with the weight that'll be placed in it. Now I just gotta go back over and pick my trailer back up, get over to my buddy's shop and get to work. Over here to my buddy's shop, 303 Auto Care over here off of First in Denver. Get this axle swapped out on this trailer, go get some food, get ready for tomorrow, go to work. Charlie Mike. Tuck the trailer over here in this spot so I can work on it and be out of their way too. So I got plenty of room to get her in there. I'm not going to record too much more of this. I don't have much battery left, but I'll close out the video here in a little bit once I get it done, and that'll be a wrap for this one. Like I said, I don't have a lot of battery left on this camera, on this GoPro, so I'm going to make this short, but I just wanted to show real quick what it is I'm doing. Why, with swapping out this axle, I'm taking the whole axle out. So just undo it from the leaf springs and roll that sucker out. And I'll just show you real quick what I'm doing. I'm literally just gonna get this other bolt out of this leaf spring, get these bolts out real quick on this side, and then it'll be free. And I'm gonna hold onto this side and pull the whole thing out, and with it being on a wheel dolly on the other side, should be nice and easy. Just like that, the axle's out. I'm gonna go ahead and get the new one set up out back here, just like this one came out. Roll it under, pull it up, bolt it in, get the show on the road. Another thing I did too is when I ordered this axle, I went ahead and ordered it with brakes, which it's supposed to have because it's a 6K axle, so Department of Transportation here in the United States requires that it has brakes. And I wanted brakes anyways because this trailer loaded down behind a half-ton pickup, it's a little bit for it, especially running around these mountains and stuff, coming down hills. So all in all, this trailer is going to ride a lot better. So as you can see, major difference in size of the axle tube thickness, the position of where it sits on the springs. Doesn't have that drop to it. This is giving me a lot more clearance on the trailer, and overall the trailer is going to be a lot sturdier with this axle. All right, so it's about 3:30 and I'm about to put the wheels on. I probably could have gone with an underslung axle because I have, well, I'm barely getting the trailer up high enough to get the wheels on. I've got the jack, the floor jack, up as high as it goes with a big old piece of blocking between it and the tongue of the trailer. And I've got some pretty decent sized jack stands as high as they can possibly go, just about, holding the trailer up. And I was just barely able to get the driver's side tire to slide on the axle. Barely getting these wheels on here, and I have a feeling this thing's going to be a bit higher than I need it to be, but it's going to be great for going off-road with. I don't have to worry about it bottoming out on any trails or any of that, so that's a huge plus. Almost done for the day, and then I go home and get packed up for tomorrow and get ready to go to Phoenix. Well, the trailer is put together. It's almost 4. I've got a few hours before I got to be to work at my other job, and I'm gonna get wrapped up here, get the trailer back to the house, get ready as much as I can for tomorrow, go to work tonight, and go from there. But I'm glad to get this done, and she sits way higher than I thought she was going to, which is all right, man. It's a Mile High City. Getting high is what we're all about, right? Well, I'm wrapped up for the day as far as the trailer goes. It's ready to go, so I can hit the road tomorrow. Get myself to Phoenix. Ignore that B&P on my left. On my right, though, 303 Auto Care. If you're ever in the area, they're over here at First Avenue and Stewart in Denver, and they get a lot of work done. I'll have to introduce you guys to Danny and his crew another time, but I think that's a wrap for today, man. Trailer's ready to go. That Colorado sky is looking good with the sun getting ready to set here in about an hour. I still got a lot of work to do, all boring stuff though. But man, this truck and this, or not this truck, but this is a great truck. Don't get me wrong, I'm getting spoiled with it. But this trailer is ready to go. I'm almost ready to go. Looking forward to Phoenix. Till next time, man.